set, where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying?
This is why I train in martial arts.
Warning, serious trigger warnings. There's some bad language used in this video and some racist language used in this video. If you're not familiar with this incident, I'm going to put links to it below. This is a racist, what is the student's name? Sophia Rosing, University of Kentucky student, filmed in a violent racist attack. It says she's banned from campus right now. Okay. So all the naysayers don't say that I'm making it up and I'm calling her names. She was involved in a racist attack. So we should be able to assume that she is a racist. Now, I want to analyze this from a martial arts standpoint. If there's one thing I think that Cecil Ryu Martial Arts can prepare you on how to deal with, is how to deal with attacks that I call ego fights. Because even though this is it's got a racial component to it, it still has to deal with ego fights, two unarmed people. This is perfect. So I'm just going to say right now before I analyze this, the techniques that she used, I would say, are Judo / Taekwondo. Cecil Ryu Taekwondo has heavy Judo influence in it because I have a black belt in Judo. In addition to 7th degree Taekwondo, 4th degree Hapkido, 2nd degree WTF Taekwondo, 1st degree Kyushu Jitsu. So, Cecil Ryu Martial Arts can show you how to use Judo restraining techniques to hold her wrist. And this young lady definitely displayed Taekwondo tenets of self-control. Really great on the self-control. And courtesy. She was still using courtesy towards someone who was not being courteous towards her. So let's go ahead and we're going to play the clip and then we'll do a bit of analysis and then we'll be done.
I hope. Could you stop, please? No. Could you stop? No. Thank you. I'm the most of the You're a bitch. Oh, Jesus. I did not get paid enough for this. Exactly. And you're a nigger. Thank you. Thank you. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. Yeah. I got the phone video. Me too. I got the phone video. You're a nigger and you're a bitch. Are you trying to get me to get her to like get chairs and things? No, I'm drunk. You're drunk. You're a nigger and you're a bitch.
Okay, let's start. Now, one punch was thrown. So if you want to say this is strictly grappling, it's really not. That's why it's good to look at some of this stuff like over and over again. She went to throw the overhand right like this. Okay? Let me show it here.
I hope. Could you stop, please? No.
See that? Let me bring it back. See, she's got her fist, look down at the bottom of the screen. She's got her hand balled up, and she's coming right at her head. But the young lady in blue, who is the defender in this attack, Torin, she stopped it by trapping it right out here before it could really fully commit. So this is where your up blocks would come in handy, or even your open hand up knife block technique, your traditional martial arts technique. Right here. So this is why you need some striking in addition to your grappling if you're going to deal with, one-on-one ego fight or attack by drunk racists like this. So she stopped it. Now, one thing, how a lot of people like to try to criticize traditional martial arts, when we tell you start like this when you're doing your one-step sparring, someone goes like this, Kia, you yell back, Kia, and then they come with one attack. There's really, in this fight, only one move happens. Now we see how this is the attacker's right arm here. Look at what happens with the attacker's left arm. Watch where it's placed. See that? See right here how her left arm is down? Her left arm is down. And the right arm is up. It's not the same exact shape, but it is a very good abstraction of this shape. If you don't think of everything as just this to this, think of also how someone will reach for you with one hand to grab and then come with the other hand to try to hit or grab you. Most people are right side dominant. So if they're going to come attack you, they'll use the left hand to hold you down and then the right hand to come over to hit or grab or something. When I used to be freaking out about, oh my God, how am I going to defend against a knife again? How am I going to defend against a knife attack other than just the stuff that they showed us in class? Because I was thinking, with the sewing machine and all that other type of stuff. I forgot the guy's name. I got to get better with people's names. He worked in prisons, and he said they still do it like it's a punch. And that's the same thing that Grandmaster Art Mason says in his videos. That a knife is still a punch. Meaning that you can't avoid this. What you got to try to avoid is the initial grab. If you can avoid the initial grab a lot of times, they won't be able to get off their other attack. But if you're caught too late with the initial grab, you have to know where to jab the punch. Now, I'm wondering if the young lady in blue, I want to get her name in a minute. I wonder if she's had some training because she knew just where to stop the attack. She knew to jam it before it got off.
Could you stop? No.
Now, she's got some
Thank you.
steady grab. You see how she's got control of the wrist here? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the term is wrist control, but you see how she knows to get a hold of her wrist. Now you could say that's just instinctual. Now look at how she's placing her hands here. This is the crossover of the blending of your Taekwondo and your Judo, your Karate, your Jiu-Jitsu, your Karate, Judo, your Taekwondo, your Tang Soo Do, and Judo. Punch, kick, and grab. See how her hands are down here? Hands are like this. Just like your June B motion. Here that we talk about in traditional martial arts. Building this coordination. See how she's really June beating here or Chun beating here or attention, whatever you would call it in your style. Just find another use for Chun B. Okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Nothing wrong with calling on the name of the Lord Jesus. Some YouTubers are going to be mad at me about that. But hey, call me a sellout, call me an uncle, whatever. I believe in Jesus. Sometimes, man, Jesus is about the only thing that's going to get you through dealing with some of these people.
I did not get paid enough for this. Exactly.
You probably don't. I don't even know if you're getting paid. Well, she said not enough, so she is getting paid.
Thank you.
One thing I used to do with the kids, this was prior to COVID, because people can use slurs and yell at you and say things to make you angry and that'll cloud your judgment. I was like, how am I going to train the kids not to be upset by that, but not get fired by using those exact words? So I would talk to them and say, I know you know what these words are. So I would say, hey, I would say like, hey, Stitch, you Stitch. Trigger, you trigger. Or I would just, after a while, I would just go, ah, and have them just yell, ah, and then they yell at each other. Of course, kids like that, ah. I would just yell, ah, grab and ah, and have them handle it. Because I apologize to anybody that's listening to this in headphones. I'm sorry. Just the shout, the force of the shout can cloud your mind up and take away bandwidth so that you can't respond properly. And this young lady did an excellent job. I'm wondering if she's got a black belt in something.
Yeah.
I got the phone video.
Me too.
I got the phone video.
Could you try to get me to get her to like get chairs and things? No.
See that?
You're in your bitch.
Maintain risk control. So she did a good job. She showed how she used June B to maintain wrist control. And now you see how she's standing like this, just like at June B. That's another reason for you to stand at June B. She's only just modifying her balance a little bit. But she's got the arms firm so she can keep control. of the attacker. When the attacker goes up, she's just slight modification from what you do when you stand at June B. So that's yet another reason, people who hate classical martial arts, why you stand like this. This is another application. This is practical applications of these moves. I contend your forms are nothing but abstractions. These are abstract moves. You know what an abstract means? Look it up. Of the common types of attacks or things that come at you. It's like they cut out the shapes, made them basic. You learn these basic moves, and then if you just open up your mind, you can see how you can apply them. And it don't have to always be block, block, punch, punch, strike, strike. It can be grabbing too. But the thing that opened my mind up to that was when I was in high school, like 3-4 decades ago, I was practicing this, and one of the wrestling coaches goes, "Yeah, you're stripping the grip." I was like, "I'm doing down block." He said, "You're stripping the grip." It's like, is that? So I'm doing this here for Taekwondo. Well, I was saying karate at the time. For karate, I'm hitting down, but for wrestling, I'm stripping the grip. Is it the same thing? I don't know. Seems like it is. But that was one of the things that planted the seed for that. So I'm going to pause this for a second. I want to look and see if she's got a black belt or something. Let me pause for a second. Let me do some research on the young woman in blue. Well, the hero of this story, her name is Kyla Spring. Kyla Spring, who did an excellent job and displayed some excellent martial arts tenets. I don't know if she is a martial artist, but if she is, I'm going to find out. I didn't find anything yet. I'm going to look, see if she's got a martial arts video or got a martial arts background. If she does, she's going to get her own video on that, because whoever her instructors are, if she's got instructors, she's got a martial arts background. Y'all did a good job. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure some people like to talk about the martial arts and peace. And as always, thank you for your time, everyone. I appreciate it. Peace.